WakchingTown Pumainok Mong Mayanang, thank you for the beautiful gift. Yung Mong Mainang sa hemlock po ujay ni da legend na yung tamana mania imnia hemulok na chal hadoki lok yang gi haboy kata cha yulok pu jing na sa heartbreak na meng buchia na okay yung mong pa ya heartbreak na meng oyang gi haboy tiya yung maya nang ya doki hemlock kawang ngau e soma hadoki pangyu hada meng hada buching na sa menyong panang hadoma dawa wang sempa angbu 69 sepupa konyak baptis pumainok pangchim yak chong bulan konyak pangchim wuinyu wui palan niyom palan woman pastors ane youth land ane WakchingTown niyom pa wuyang paibu WakchingTown pumainok pangnyuhalan ane 69 sepupa youth convention taitem ma omna paibu pangnyuhalan yelak pe ayan mapu kawang yayeng slam muilan da hadaw chaya damnang. Already youth secretary introduced na mengyanggi ada siyong bujing singangoklak by now, but still again I want to introduce myself ada Molen semenang dawa tamlo pumainong mapungonang aniyo daw MTH Christian Theology Department ma hadaw nyaw soyang sa MTC ma assistant professor na wang bengni sa hado kema taibu ngonang. The moment I heard or I was told that hado nang the program hanang ja si wanda taw yung hongli bupay hado gia taya tanyanggi. Yeah, before I go to my sharing, I just want to thank this WakchingTown Pumainok anyay social media ma taw hataw the man by one the mu taw ngiyanggi yung numana hataw convention hall nga daw gingi wanda alaching mugka obelay lakay sa taw yung hongli bubay hataw gia tay tanyanggi si wanda I saw it na aat madugingi wanda I was so mesmerized na yung yasan na tayanggi. And then the moment I entered again, I saw such a beautiful hall. Na? I suppose to tayo na yung meng the biggest hall ever na meng laksada ngoya convention the yaapay buma sa taw hado giya layoong nang. Si wanda every inches hado numana every corner ma hado taw laya tayo wanda numan la liya yung sangyang mongko yung sepasabo pay lingbu toy sawyang sa hado kingi ok nang hado jingna tawa hado kia menyong pa aniyo kawanga numan pumainok ta yelak pe muhimandam siyo si bungawa do jaya damnang hado ma siyong bujinga media shy sa Catalan hado ki iyangge but as for me I don't feel shy in media and then so I'm very much sure that every one of you will take pictures of me and then videos. Na, numana you ilam mayango lang. You can take, okay? Yes, you can take. Hapoy daw numan de ihubo yado hangsan ya laga yado. Okay, it's your phone, na? It's your phone, so it's your wish. You can take, okay? But ado man daw numan your request chan hameng hubwa don't expose in social media. Social media mataw adogi expose meng one ni wanda I feel shy to see myself in social media. Okay, so for which I request every one of you to take video or pictures as much as you can, but don't expose in social media. So this is the earnest request that I want to make. Okay, hado ma taw convention hado hall ma yese kama speaker na menglak chingna sa mong may tan bu bai jam sa tawa you know hangi saulak na pakso hangi saulak hanga present na menglak sa na tayang tawa pakso samay bu saulak na and then I will try to present myself like Priyanka Chopra na Priyanka Chopra gitu hado kia katalan ada laylak chingna sa hadaw kia present na menglak sa tayang ge But I tried myself to look like Priyanka Chopra, and then at the end, I told to myself, nang do nangiaso, nang do nangiaso. How do you remind at the movement yang ge? And then again, I tell to myself that itu baru. So after which, I realize myself that I am konyak. I am konyak, and I am from Damlo. So I cannot present myself as someone. The celebrities ki ado present na meng buyok la. Hado daw cha. Hado numan da clarify na meng adam hunang. Saa. Au yun ma phone ngo yang gichama hong du. I will not do magic, like last night. Don't think that I'll do some magic, yesterday night, some of magicians or ada ke ujai ja phone hong du si banda tau yung ota bu bai na ada ke hong yang ke iPhone yuji bolan hands down, it broke my heart, it really broke my heart. Siang ada ajing sim nyu de yang ke ngai wang iPhone hako go saklak, hado ke yang ke. And then I tell to myself that see, people are advancing in technology. Hado ke man nango cha saklak wong. I reminded myself. And then hado ke by this time tinyi ki bu mangai wang atawa menyak su pumainok the youth convention on the iPhone ya hayong lak. And you had the one that brother anyim that request na meng nang adanyik pa. The iPhone chun yang mong may sa yong lak. Adanyik pa. So please remember me, na. Ado kita iPhone hako go sakyang ongklak. I just want to relate here is that people, tiya ngay na po kadok niya hange na technology kadok niyo ngonang mass media kadok niyo ngonang na yung patatay po kadok niyo ngonang na. Au hiyo sa cellphone yu chun bu kata yen nang mui lana chun nang na hado cheng ma youth and social media tang sim hayang ngau pong chai lai hado cheng ma tau tia ngau lang ngonang kawang ngau e pa yo nga maya teman kunyak ngau ma e yang gi. I just want to read again in English. 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 4 ma hado gi e ngonang. For everything God created is good, and nothing is to be rejected if it is received with thanksgiving. Yung maya daw kawang ngau ma nya nang inang. Tau kawang daw wong yo yop kanang. Sipsi me chinda wang hai ngoya kana Bible jung may ayan wang nang kawang. Ni jabu hipak maya kunyak temana. Yan mok pay aching hay yoyoy na meng yang hadaw kia ching yoy nok sa wapayang ki. Hapoy tinyi kawang nang demanda hasin na jalo na dama anyay na hadaw kunyak chat nyo yung si mayaw ma jalo na baybungi wanda at pa may kawang nang damanyong buhay. Ching may kawang hadaw ma nang hayimlan uba nangaw jarak chingna sa payangonang yelak pe uba katong nyu hanga jalo na daya mass media world mahanga uba ngo opay bu hadaw cheng madaw ngaw lang onang daman mong chang yaha chuday nang ebadama aniyo nang mapumuhiman ya ayan nak chingna sa damanda nang ya ajawa we the way bungo kayo sa ayan wang dang kawang yakta panapa nang bu sipse yu yupo asay tang makawang nang mongayo. Amen. Hado ma youth and social media hado topic hado ngonang yes youth convention na meng do bu pabu sa tau tay nang but tonight allow me to speak in general na moilan da hangna sa youth lan sa pai bu yichi bu hado ma na moilan api apu aneo nyuyong payong nawya naw si naw long may moilan payong ngonang so tiya tau ngau po general masyong bujing hadaw kia ngau tay nang so please excuse me for that anyo no mano yelak pe yopu pai hadaw kia chailak chingna sa achingno yopa tangay. The evolutions of media through history tamana pungaw mangaw pong chailay ya paibu hadaw tamana japay maja sa hanga tai hado tamana lai ha early forms of media hado tamana nge nang asong wanda ngopu ngaupong chai lai. We see that media has existed in different forms for thousands of years. Hado matamana yoy lam hado wangpeng hacha Dr. hacha me mu hado ngaupong chai lai ngo apaibu tamana nginang. Hado hangi bu yapan ma ngo apaibu si bu meng ma first plus ma cave painting na cave painting hado ngo yangge. Hado cave paintings are painting on walls and ceiling na. Hado me emana cave hado painting. This is also known as prehistoric picture. Sa hado temana nge nang. And also it is known as most well-known primitive forms of media. Hado temana nge nang. Hado human first created cave painting around 62,000 BCE. Teman hado kia 62,000 BCE me mu hado cave painting hado katalana ya apaibu hado temana nge nang. Hado ki wanda cave painting were created before humans could create a written record. Imana nyanay sangbu akong mang wangwanda cave painting ya apaibu lengapaibu temana nginang. After which, hadoma it shifted to after this cave painting it shifted to oral traditions. Ngau iya paibu hado paibu temana nginang. So these forms of communications were knowledge, art, ideas, cultures, informations were transmitted from one generation to another generations. Hado temana nginang through folktales, prose, poetries, songs, etc. Hado ki wanda temana hanga bungau me ngau pong chelai ya paibu ni sebu ba ya panma press. Hado hangi si sebu nama the next breakthrough in the history of communications is mass printing. Hado temana nge painang. Hado Johannes Gutenberg hado invent mengbus temana nge nang. Hado 15th century me printing press hado invent menyangi. Hado paima newspaper imana print meng aneo 20th century ma sa American home moi lana hado newspaper hado print mengbu informations tawa iman hado ki ngoyangi. After this press paima radio take off na hado press paima radio payangi hado radio payanga sa not after so long na mayanga hepak lawa Second World War mayanga hepak lawa mantai be hado paima hado even hado paima televisions take over na radio paima televisions take over na mengbu hado temana nginang hado kia media chailaya ngaya paibu temana ngi ongnang hado paima we can see that the digital revolution temana hado nginang sometimes called as third industrial revolutions. The digital revolutions refers to the move from mechanical and electronic devices to digital technology. Hado pa masa tani temana internet na tani temana do social media hado katok nyu kong gumbu temana hado jona anu ngia temana hado painang. Si wanda temana internet Mas social media tani puju 21st century ma moilana hado social media temana jona painang aniyo hado social media ching sites includes Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube, WhatsApp, etc. Teman hado nge painang hado ma it plays a very major role na in the move of digital world. Hado mass media chon bu kayo digital world teman yong mama patta taibu teman hado ginginang. Media play a key role in people's everyday life as it helps to educate them and enables them to keep track of the day-to-day news both locally and globally. Hado mass media teman hado role yonga play na menga paibu hado teman nginang anyo hado matemana day to day informations temana ya paibu chaya paibu temana hado nginang both globally da katong yu akan peme na hado temana ya paibu nge paibu temana hado nge painang. So it is the best platform na best platform for informations to get informations teman hado nge onang. it says that there are 4.89 billion social media users worldwide. 4.89 billions katalana media use representing 59.9% of global populations. And each day it says that every year the man had 3.2% the ngoya had internet use the mengbo katalan increase the meng nang sa had kingi ok nang. Let us just forget for now. Let us just forget our this one Western world. Na katong yu hanga tay hado chamat the mana angha. Let us look back to our ancestral life. Teman yung foreparents na iman ngo opay bu da teman chama in a very brief teman hadogi layatay ha. Teman yung foreparents they live a very simple life na iman yung simple life na hadogi ngo opay bu iman hangitaw hadaw ying na mong may saya ngo opay bu teman hadogi ngina. But even in their time, iman hipak wandio iman ma folk media na iman use na mengbo maybe example lok trumpet na mengbo na kay iman the informations pa no ki paybu teman nginang folktale folklores ma iman communicate na menga paybu teman nginang. The one da ma internet na ma phone news laka sinmang. Pay ma upa teman dah ki iyangi. Nah wanda imana internet jinang wanda na imana siong bujung unyu upala na singongo kalak ma upa bungau ebeja imana pan mana imana pan ma tabla cak yang bu tabla ma imana lam yang ki lam yang tabla lum natam na ki hangge laksi ko nyang ngau mana ki lum matam yang kata peliat no boya mongla wano no mongla wano ang yang iman ma figure ngai bu da they think that it is themselves na ma picture ya bu ki na ki imana practice isig ma ki ngo opay bu sa iyangi aniyo ki bu aniyo you will not believe na the surrounding was very dirty na hangi no yung dirty adogi ngobu jase adogi iyange I'm sure iwan da tamana atingu yelak tau upa adogi ngawan tau ating yelak cha. But we see that it's your reality na iman adogi ngo opay bu tamana ngibu iman upa ade ibu tau singyange si iwan da me ibu wanda video ya wanda picture ya ang si bang ma yung yang kay huwa ngo ha ba isno ki iyangi. In that way he never even dreamt of that there will be a mass media and then he will be holding a cell phone or he will be watching the TV ki aboy sa no cell phone jonang mass media da ki jona painang ki wanda tini teman media world mahanga teman ngo opay busi si bunayang ma. If I am not mistaken, I feel like 2005, 2006 pang ba ma phone mobile phone paybu sa tawa ki tainang me only few families or only rich families could able to assist imana use na mengbu na phone ki ngo payangi. But today every one of us use mobile phone and every one of us teman mass media the assist na menga paybu teman ngina ni paybu ma teman sa 2G mongoyangi sa 3G mongoyangi sa 4G mongoyang 5G hangsing ji tay lagay teman using na. The world is running very rapidly. Ado teman nginang. Ni chabu hipak ma piyong cha ki computer class the Taiwan da siyong bujung tang sama upi nang hang na computer class the pay busi. Now that you're very old that you don't it's okay not to use laptop you see kama computer chun lak jingna sa nang outdated na meng de bu se ibu ya wanda chan ba ja huyim lan allow country mongonang bo. So in order to keep in touch with them, I have to assist with this mass media or computer. Na hado ki chanyangi. Hado temana sa even young and old, rich or poor, whatever it may be, in every ages mass media temana chona Bible temana hado nginang se temana hado lay Taiwan the mass media kaya temana the world na hado a global village. As a one family, hado menga just like we are very close to one another, no? Hado temana nge painang. So when we consider this one, we see that this mass media is a gift from God. Na Bible na yung may nyanya ngonang 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 4. Everything is to be accepted and everything is good because God has created very beautifully. So mass media is just like a tools, na? But it depends on how we use. God give hanga use na mengnangi hado teman mat depend na mengnang. Let us consider and see into some of the positive and negative mass media influence of mass media today. Mani hongi teman upi lana emana they were illiterate na emana illiterate na menga hadogi ngoyangi hapoy sa temana educations ma yung fast na menga taibu temana nginang hado hangi si bona ma gonyak at HSLC ma yung toppers o ngaibu no science ma top 1 continuously ngaibu kai no and you ma top ngai phong nang hadogi wanda iman the hanga no mana top ngai bu si mass media lan pay iman the ngawan the imana enang na beside the teachers teaching learning process imana na the media the assist na menga na imana browse na meng bu kay hado ma imana knowledge yung learn na meng bu hado imana ebo hado China. But on the other hand, those people who use this mass media in a negative way imana fail bu kay no hado temana both side ngi oknang anyo sa temana konyak chinlala na yong hemlock hay laibu hado manangi na yong teman chalo na taibu teman hado kingina olden days ma if you are to record song or if you are to play some of the music nang Walkman saklak bongbong nang lebu jama tape recorder saklak bongbong anyo hado kia na no temana hado ki lok hay lay payangi but only few could able to listen to what you have sung hado ngi ngoyangi haboy these days you just grasp and this one guitar and you just sing and then mass media the nanga taidu everyone will listen hado temana ngi oknang sa handicraft yes handicraft yung may nang sa upa ebu chayangi no hangi chai bu si ma temana do nahalanda student landa line one that I have come across this very this one write up na teman konyak noha hu hayim lana cha ya anio hadawa sam ham hu hayim lana cha sa hadu ki nge payangi hadu ki one hadu sam ham hu ya hu hayim ating yang sa tawa hadu ki taya painang hangne si ma ima teman handicraft yung man nangi na Noah art lay do hasan yung bu Noah art hado Noah lung bu yang se wanda hu hayim lan sam hay hado ham hu hayim ma teman ating yang sa do kita mana tailak o nginang temana sa WhatsApp yin ma business o lung ong nang ani news channel ma teman hado report na news pawan de na we communicate or we see the world sa teman war hado tay ngobu Russia hay Ukraine ma Pakistan hay Israel ma hado war tay bu teman yung just looking at the phone we used to see that anyo hado ma mani pastor lan imana Jerusalem the Holy Land door tayangi na hado ma iman sa tay bu yesi iman sa tay bu yang tay bu apat in social media we see everything na hado nge painang hado kia corona paibu hipak wando China ma corona payangi haboy hangisi hado mass media ngobu kaya awareness paibu kaya temana hado ma mam sa hado ki China ma takpay nangi si ibu caya nga temana hado ki awareness na me yang yung hado mass media kaya teman hado awareness ya bu teman ngina. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so in that way, teman the mass media kaya yung in many ways teman the hado impact na me nga paibu teman hado ngi ok nang. And then sa teman kunyak ma and maybe in this nakama teman unemployment yung hado ki ngonang habo using this mass media teman maybe in a simple way na teman lebu jama many of us are addicted to some of the mukbangs habulan no ada yung teman lainang say wanda in that way in a simple way we can earn money na but on the other hand again those people who at midnight teman ada mukbang layang yung sinya bahilay ngonang na. Right? Okay? Hado teman nginang. Aniyo hado social media kaya teman the both influence in yemai bu yikau ma mai bu yikau ma hangai si bu na ma work culture ha ma atai bu teman ngi ok nang. Hangai si bu na meng ma a. Teman tang simlan teman toy mayang yeman na. Mass media use na meng bua yong man habo toy yeman na. I really appreciate those YouTuber yung yoy content leng yang hado earn the meng bungi wanda appreciate the meng nang because it is not so easy to yoy content leng yang hado ki mass media chona tailak not easy. But here teman sing oklaka hangi si bunema if we use it in a good way hado ma teman jingna sa hado we can hado ma professions na meng yo teman hado lenga chona tailak teman hado ngi ok nang and then mass media kaya teman YouTube chon bu kaya charity works o teman hado ki lenga ok nang hado hangi si buneng ma I have seen many of the YouTubers emana YouTube leng bu kaya emana cancer patient land the contribute na meng bu na hado eman ayan save life na YouTube chun buka emerging collections kaya hado temana ngi ok nang but here there's a big question temana tonglak hado temana ngi ok bu hangi si bunema are you or are we too busy in making this content na YouTube content ling nak chingna sa anyay na tang simlan na every one of us are YouTuber na nowadays tang simna hado ki ngi wanda yung temana we try to create some content and then we used to go around no hado ki yang on the other hand we forgot to go to church or we forgot to involve in youth society me involve na menga yungo bu temana hado ki ngi ok nang yesi kama yui pa da chamapong bu yok bu hado o temana ngi ok nang we are so much busy to make people's happy but on the other hand we are not doing the will of God hado o temana ngi nang which is very sad. We are so much busy in clicking pictures na or maybe in order to post in Facebook, Instagram or yesigama thousands like subscriber ngolak jingna sa temana mass media hado ki ichon nang media ma you might look very beautiful or she might look beautiful or handsome but in reality temana hado ki yingi bu temana ngi ok nang we should not allow social media to solve our passion for Christ na mass media use the meng bu kaya temana kawang yikau ma la li lak chingna sa mongjang hado yama lak yang temana hado ngi ok na mass media chun bu kaya time save na meng nang hapoy on the other hand mass media chun bu kaya yong lazy na teman lazy na meng atai bu yesi kama mass media do cell phone chun bu kaya chamloi ngau lai e bu temana ngai bu teman hado ngi ok nang aniyo anyai na tang simlan yong hado chokai nga bu hahaying ma involve na me yang na phone na me nga cha hadaw mataw nanggi si nanggi no mam sapay kay siyang hadaw ma hahaying lak no mam sapataw bu kay mass media the cell phone chun bu kay hadaw ki iyang ku haylay lak no te haylalak no anyo hadaw ki mop ngay lak temana tinyi hadaw ki ngi pay nang si wanda kunyang ni cha bu hipak ma temana mat no yong si chun ngoyang gi no mat yipaw lak na mat je pau laksa do ki ngoyang gi haboy we see that the mana do already hado distort na meng bu hasin mai bu mat na hado taman jing ethical principles ma atai bu hado tamana nginang tani tamana we can raise voice na tamana ngau hu bu hado ngau bu oklak hangi me political issue me chia boy social issue me chia boy tamana hado ngau bu oklak we can speak. But on the other hand, if you are careless in speaking, we might be trapped by our own words. Hatawa example cha numan moila na singa ngokala kaboy Hima Chaudhry sianga na now say no ye je now ya no ye je bu chama yo nga famous na yang bu kai no okay hado mass media hado social media nga hu bu hado lepun hai inang ngau yang sa he or she was trapped by his own words na tamana kan yiting bu na yang ma hado kiyo yo yang ngau bu ngau ma hado ya sa haulak o ngenang mass media tamana mai you use bu na meng ma hado ma katala na tamanda scam na meng nang. Now, many young people, I guess some of you might be here, nang da already scam na meng yang bulano sot ngo kalak na nang da lebu jam online ma yo nga may how yang no nang da hangi bu ni hay mo nang da hangi bu tuinan nang da pa yesi kaman nang da job ya pa pai siang ha online ma scam na meng bu nang da ngin halan lak cha han do nang da lak nga ya pa pai no online ma yo nga may scam na meng nang anyo misinformations ha do gi pa nang anyo ha do mass media tamana kandinga you use bu na meng ma use na yemeng bu na meng ma tamanda hado even you will be manipulated not to follow your own religion. Mass media hado tamana kandinga you chon bu na meng ma tamana tang simlan atam nang tawa chai bu antichrist na meng tai bu no hado ngi ok nang tani tamana Western style the young influence the menga taibo in terms of dressing na there's no decency in dressing anymore. Aneyo hadoma use of particularly young people use of slang words is just a fashion na. Aneyo hadoma tamana Korean cultures noodles sa hahu boyang na nikayahu no. Anyo iman dala yang iman skin kia na iman jeng figure kia hado ki ngohu ta inang iman da compare na meng yang atamana we become low self esteem na anyo depressions anxieties hado na meng taibu tamana nginang. Looking at their cultures tamana mass media ma iman ngi yang sa we don't love our culture we don't love our traditions anymore hado tamana ngi ok nang. Mabulan na iyang gina speaking you have to know your own konyak dialect say one that yes I feel it's very 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 important I don't know how much very I'll continue to put very important yo ongo vongbong na mengbu hado tamana hado singa ya ha hado ma tamana skit mo yo nga ma ya hawyang it helped my sermon actually I was like so happy that hado skit you bulan hado ngeyanga hado matamana Korean dialect yesigama hado alaw English Hindi yung fluently speak na menang yoy ngawa yising I consider it not just half paralyzed but I consider it as a full paralyzed if we don't know our own dialect. Teman, I also want to emphasize on parents seated here na Nyuhay palan hado masot ngo bu nyuhay palan to tau ehu nangge. Let your children learn your own dialect. Don't compromise saying that my son, my daughter is in hostel in other parts of the countries or in other state. Hado jeng na yaman bu yang don't compromise. Na hado temana sa nang hado ki nyawa yetam bu na meng ma si. Imana ngau yaman lakai. Ngau yaman bu na meng ma we all know that we lost our own identity. Ok bu na meng ma nang ba ngau mando nang yu mano nang yu ngau mando na nang pi ngau mando nang pi alo tribe na meng bu na meng ma alo ngau man kai no problem. English ngau man kai Hindi ngau yo nga may ngau kai no problem. Hang sin ngau man hado yoy jing na kau hai ngonang. Hapoy, Temana sa yong mabu Hindi, Germany, yesi Korean, African, yong hanging ngau manya boy temana yoy kunya ngau yaman bu na meng ma hadawa teman jeng identity hado los na meng na hado yong olo ngobu temana ngina. Kunyak let us not be too influenced by other cultures looking at the mass media. Na? Hadoma, what if amay huya? God is a God who loves varieties or these different cultures, right? Demanangina. Amay huya nang liwanda nang de kunya ngau mahay ngau panlakay si bunayang ma. Tay lang mo nang bo. Kunya ngau panwanda kunya ngau hado ngau ok punay man nang wangdang jung do ong lak si bunayang ma. How many young people will fail to go to heaven? Right? So tani taw hado convention mapay buwa, I really feel blessed na tamana kunya ngau malaka yung bongbong yang sa taw dai present worship matanga yung maya kunya ngau malok puyang no. Anyo hangi taydam yapay konggambu kunya ngau mayapay wanda. It is very important. It is never too late young people to learn our own native dialect. Saa kunya ngau laka hado aching hachay mang yang atamo nang bu. I'm very much sure some of us will be sitting even without knowing our own village dialect. I feel like it's a little bit shameful to say that. Yoy ngau yemanya nga yoy nyupu jing so ngau yemanya nga hado ki ngo bune ma hado yo ngau bau lang onang. So to young encourage na mengo nang young people, you have to really give importance to know your own dialect. Let us love our cultures. Let us love our traditions. Let us love our own dialect. Ano hadaw kia teman identity loss na yemeng lak. Yung bongbong hadaw teman ngi ong nang. Tadi ngai these days parents allow our small kids yung suibu na halan de phone use na menga tamnang. Hadaw kia ngai na halan no phone de etik na meng bukay. Phone ye pada ma saplak, phone ye pada ma listen ye yamlak, phone ye pada ma neko ye halak, phone ye pada ma iman hango lenghu ye de lak teman de sausi palak. Hadaw hangai na iman na ngohem busi si bunang ma nangai phone pa hum daw bu taba etik na meng bukay. Nahalana iman da ta si mata aja hado temana hado singlang onang. In that way temana hado masing oklaka hangi si bonema physical takhaitin no maybe eyesight loss no meng no ok blind no meng no ok no hado temana ngi ok nang hama nang hado hayimlan chongwan the socialize na yemeng nang hayimlan chongwan the wunji chai nang hayimlan chongwan the relationship hado ipil na yemeng bonema whom shall we blame hado temana singlang onang. These days moilana social media influence the menga pay nang ani hado influence the menga be it in a positive or in a negative way na hado social media use the meng bukaya connectivity ngonang social media use the meng bukaya kawangau temana yoong maya spread the meng bu ong na social media use the meng bukaya the church gatherings physical gatherings church yung ya pa anyay na teman hado corona pay wanda na teman chai ja the indirect na menga kawang the yoblak hado mass media ma ngo yang ki anyo business improve na meng bu oklak sa penging na Google use na meng nang phone pay use na meng nang very easy na we don't need to go to paying every time hado teman ngi ong nang yung easy life na anyo social media kaya teman the negative you ma influence na meng bu anxieties loneliness na Facebook Instagram yung friends ngonang hapo you don't have real friends to share your own problems teman hado ngi ong nang hado teman filter na meng ngau yung yibu na meng ma yesi ma teman sa comment na meng nang na Facebook hay WhatsApp in ma teman yoy wang lamo hawa tambu hado teman ngi nang. We have to be very much careful in using social media. Anyo hado teman face to face communications o ma wa taibu teman ngi nang. Anyo no more teman hado privacy ngobu yok. You have to expose everything in social media na. Hado teman ngi ok nang. Anyo hado may mental health issue na teman yung anyay na tang simlan hado mass media the etik na meng bukaya you don't feel like praying na you pu hepak oya ni neng chia ya neng chia lau yang chia you pu hepak ya nang the prayer meeting ongai yup na ongai si wan nang camps von lak pa hi si yong no ani hado ma camps von yang ani you pu hepak oya ya lak ani hado ma tamana chama lay chama lay ta ya tamana mass media use na meng bu ka ya tamana mi da hai lap na meng atam nang na how many of us used to tamana internet ado MB so one that tamana ngin recharge na meng nang lebu jama 3 months to 749 tamana rupees panang taman noksa ma sa kata tat ngonang gi unyu pa hayam lan siang ma lebu jama 749 into 8 ado tamana lekeng lima 5992 tamana ngin expand na meng nang alo hado profit na meng boy ambani lan hai profit na meng boy na haboi tamana sa hado profit jing na ba use na ba yemeng be tamana education ye khau ma che taman hangi ye khau ma che tamana hado kau to lak jing na you use bu na meng ma use na yemeng bu na meng ma hado taman jing na cha chang cha bu hai ngonang ya media use na meng bu wa hado ma we are worried about MB na MB so on the tamanyo nga mong sang nang but we are not worried about our spiritual life hangsin try na menga hangsin ope so ba yuseng na spiritual life taman hado ki nge ok now how will you rate using of social media in 24 hours and then the time that you spend with God how blessed taman sa acha singok how blessed we will be if we are addicted to God like we are addicted to social media. God says that tawa numan ate yambu nema numan the wangtang tavo eb yang blessing son lak si buyang. Hado blessing numan ya bu yikum lak aja si buyang. Hado ki iwanda hado temana ngi ona Malachi chapter 3 verse 10 ma temana sa mass media the etik na meng bu kia kawang the etik na meng bu na ma hangsin mo himanya yang yikum be teman so si ya lebu yenang be mo himantang teman ngolak si teman halo jaseng nangona. Let us consider how would Jesus use social media like Facebook, YouTube, etc. if it existed during Jesus' time, or if he is physically present here. Hadoma Jesus temana nginang Jisua moilan to communicate na mga paibu Jisu temana nginang according to his context sing yang their context sing yang mana Jisua kata dengawa paibu temana nginang. Let us imagine that his disciples will be filming whatever Jesus does. Hadoma temana chang ni oklaka hangi si ima Jesus would have told not to post some of the things na. Not to post some of the things. Ado tamana hangi mangibu si sema. Matthew chapter 8 verse 4 matamana ngina. Jesus after healing the blind man, he told him not to tell anyone. Away do tae. Imanyang yang gising lang aja. Hado ki ibu tamana nginang. Beside tamana hangi tuiling ya, but we want to expose it very immediately, very quickly, right? Very opposite tamana hado ngiok na. People use social media as a representations of who they are basing on their likes, subscribers. And in that way, they become very famous. Na? Temana, John chapter 2 verse 25, Jesus did not need any testimony. Kata ngilak china say, how testimony yenang se, yena se nang, bongbong na yemeng se nang. Because he know himself who he is. Jesus would have not relied on social media to know who he is because he knew who he is already. Psalms 139 verse 14, David says that, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. So we don't need anyone to say that you're ugly, you're handsome, you are whatever, basing on the social media. Because God has created each and every one of us very beautifully and perfectly. If Jesus used social media, he would have used to do something great that he would please his Father, not his audience. Hadawa tamana hangi mangi busi si ibu nameng ma temana hado ngi ok nang Ephesians chapter 2 verse 29 ma no man chu ma pu ngau meng cha no hoi ngai na ta tam hapoi vong pong ki hang he ling paulak chung na amai ngo chai balanda sipse phalak chung na tauba ngau do Jisu teman the remind meng bu na teman hado ya no man hange ngau yang ki katalan chai bulan no man the encounter na meng bulan na may nanggi si ilak pa ya pan mo no man na chundo si ibu teman let us remind with these Bible verses If Jesus used social media, his intentions would not focus on earning money. Jesus social media used na meng puna meng ma earning money ma base na meng nga yuchon habe. Hangne si matama na nginang Jesus would have warned us with these Bible verses saying that 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 10 here hadoma nya nang ngonang No mana hado ngin dekan bu na meng ma the love of money is the root of evil. No mana ngin dekan yang semen lambe ngin dekan yang leng bu na ma hado ameng jing na yala si bu tamana hado ngi ok nang. Yes, money is not bad. We need money. Hado yong vong bong na meng nang. But in the process of getting money, what we do it matters. Tamana If our hearts are not sensitive, in order to get something viral, you do something crazy. Yesi kama nang de katalana appreciate na meng tamlak chingna in order to show off. Yung famous na meng lak chingna hado nang lengbu na meng ma hado tamana kawang mongbu lamay yilengbu tamana ngiong nang. Tau kay ma tamana social media sa YouTuber lan mahangonang appreciate na meng nang pa in the process of making content nang katat sentiment the heart na meng yapa yawai bu lam chun bu na meng ma hadawa kawang pai tamana against na meng yong bu ngonang haboy nang may chun bu na ma kawang yo may nanggi si ibu oklak na nang may chun bu na meng ma if Paul used social media how would social media Paul use na meng bu na meng ma hanga use sa sabusi tamana hado ki layata ha Jesus apostle of Jesus ngonang Paula apostle Paula tamana nginang hadawa Jisu jung pen apostle cha hado tamana nginang hado hangi si buneng ma whenever he go to anywhere he used to share the gospel aneo hado tamana nginang even to the point of prison mengoyang gospel share na meng butamana ngina. So let us consider that if Paul would have used social media, he would have used in order to glorify God's name regardless of his circumstances or regardless of his convenience. Let us remember that we are God's representative. If Jesus tells us how you use social media, how you will respond. I left this question to you. Are we like Jesus' time? A Sermon on the Mount Matthew chapter 6 verse 1 following ma. Hado katalana imana street tatayanga katalana ngilak chingna sa yakhong yang ayom nang na. Katalana ngilak chingna sa tuy hawa halanda imana haying panang. Katalana ngilak chingna sa sitameng yang imana hado fasting nam yabu ima. Hadoki wonder they need the attentions of human being more than God the man hadoki okna. Hadoki wonder Jisu ebwa no imana kaw tawdubu reward already tawdubu not from his father the man hadoki okna. Can we relate this to Jesus' time? The man social media use the membo Jesus' time mabuki the man relate the membo oklak chiana. Katala nangilak china sa hiling kawanga mongmo may the man. God is more concerned about who we are behind the closed door. Taman sa Genesis account mamu taman nginang God has given us free will. Free will. Adam hay Eve ni the free will payang ki. Ani hado free will emnia misuse na mengbu kaya emnia kawang pai tayo yung bu taman nginang. Hamaat the same free will is given to us now. It's your phone. It's your laptop. It's your money, you can use it. Free will. Habai hado free will tamana misuse na meng bu na meng ma tamana hado kawang pai taya yong bu na tamana meng nak. Let us remind ourselves that we should be wise enough to use social media, not according to how we wish, but according to the will of God. Kawang ay yalak pe mohiman tamsi.